What up, gamers? Fencer here, and welcome to my reaction to the reveal of the 5th card set, Blossoming Fate. So, yeah, it's been quite a while since I covered Shadowverse on this channel because I've had like other games for me to play, but I do want to get back to it at some point, and I do plan to with the release of this card set here, which, like I said, is Blossoming Fate. Yeah, this will be my first time seeing this, but I have seen the collab that comes along with it. But yeah, I plan to watch this, then see the cards, and then see the other related news to this whole card set. So here we go, guys. Blossoming Fate, let's see it. The trailer for it. Psy Games. Alright, here we go, man. It's been a while, like I said. Ooh.
Oh, you're
Is this
finally here.
Japanese theme card set?
I've been dying for someone to play with.
Okay.
So, what game do you fancy? How about
Ooh.
putting your body to the test with a fine game of tag?
That was the person in the card, right? This
Or
this
would
one?
you prefer a fair showdown based on luck alone?
Okay, this guy looks cool.
Why don't we decide with a single fateful draw?
Oh, wagering your life
What?
in a game?
Wait,
Well, don't you worry. You
are we having
must
Fortune's Hand? Is that the card set from the first set?
come life or
That's
fate.
the Fool or something like,
We're
or the
gonna
Hangman?
turn this
I think the
whole
Hangman.
game on its head.
Yeah, that's the Hangman, right?
Shadowverse.
Oh, snap.
Worlds Beyond.
Oh, snap.
Blossoming Fate.
That's kind of
What
cool.
will you play?
December
when your
29.
life is at stake?
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so that was very unexpected. Yeah, with the, I believe it's called the Fortune Hand, that expansion back in Shadowverse 1. We're getting those cards, the tarot cards, into this game here now, which is pretty cool. Blossoming Fate. Yeah, let's go take a look at the cards, and then yeah, as you can see here, there is also the Frieren collab, which I also want to take a look at too, alongside with the other things that will get added in this next set, like the new story and stuff, if there is any. But here we go. We'll go from left to right with Forest Grab. So we got Miroku, Swarm Petal. Okay. Fanfare, select the mode. Add 2 copies of Fairy to your hand. Recover 2 play points. Or deal 3 damage split between all enemy followers. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of curious about this. That 3 damage does not seem like a lot. But evolve. Replicate the effects of this card's Fanfare ability. Maybe. I think I do like the first two. It's just I feel like unless you evolve, this kind of feels kind of small, you know, on itself. But I do like, I guess maybe it's fine if you're like playing this at the beginning of the match. You know, that's probably like enough. But later on, I feel like this does kind of feel small in a way. And like because it is split, I don't know. I just hope that I'm just wondering if that's really enough, like 3 damage. Because it does feel kind of small, but I'm sure it's probably still fine. But I do like the first 2 ones over here. You know, you can set up a combo with that, recover 2 play points, or if you want to have more fairies in your hand, that's always kind of nice to have too. So yeah, I do like this card. Got the evolve form here. Oh, it can also be Frieren too. Okay, I tried to evolve it. The button's down here. So this card will be the Frieren card. Then if you evolve, do we get the evolve forms of this? It looks pretty much the same here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that will be Frieren. Interesting. Right, Swordcraft, we got 2 here. Unkay, Goldbloom. Fanfare, select an enemy follower on the field and banish it. Oh, wow. That's a 5 cost? Add a glittering gold to your hand. That's the... Wait, isn't glittering gold? That's the one, in that other set, right? The Empyrean Inn. This is the one, right? Select the mode to activate. Draw a card. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. So wait, are we also getting that Empyrean Inn cards here too? I guess it makes sense. Like when it comes to, I guess, the theme of this patch, where it seems to be like traditional Japanese, which that also was the same theme as well. Okay, Super Evolve, gain Distress, where at the end of your turn, add the card to your hand. Okay, interesting. I mean, yeah, I think this one sounds pretty powerful just already with the fanfare. Just to banish it. Pretty much like your own Odin. And then alongside with that, you can get a glittering gold to your hand, which, you know, it's 0 cost, you can draw a card or deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. I feel like that's a nice card to have to, like, just draw in general. And having 4, like countdown 4, that's a lot of cards you can maybe draw back or maybe just deal damage with. That's interesting. Splendor of the Gold Bloom. Add 2 copies of glittering gold to your hand. Enhance 5, add 4 instead. I do wonder if there's going to be some kind of gimmick where, depending on, because I kind of forgot what it was back in Shadowverse 1. I don't really play with the glittering gold if that is the same card from the first game. But yeah, I assume there's some kind of like gimmick with this, like maybe based on the amount of cards you play with this card here. All right, so that's the only 2 cards for Swordcraft. We got Aura, Dawn, Blossom for Runecraft. On spell boost, reduce the cost of this card by 1. It starts at 10. Select an enemy follower in the field and deal 10 damage to it. Evolve. Select another follower in the field and transform it into a regal falcon, which is this, and it has Storm. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so like even you can do this on the enemy too, right? No, I guess the fanfare will happen first and then the evolve. I was thinking the other way around where maybe you can transform and then deal damage to it. But no, you deal damage first with the fanfare and then you transform. I think that's pretty like good. Just imagine like transforming this into like a 0 cost and then you still have like, you know, some play points for some other followers. You evolve it to a Regal Falcon, which has a Storm. So 4 damage to the face. But even so, like, it doesn't have to be your follower. It says another follower. So, like, if they have ward, you just transform it into a Regal Falcon. So it does lose the ward. Yeah, I think this card sounds pretty good. I mean, especially for a Spell Boost card. I know Spell Boost is pretty powerful in this game. And yeah, that fanfare already deals, like, a lot of damage. Like, it's very, very powerful. I think this one sounds like a good card. Abysscraft. Hey, that's the tarot cards here. Miltio and Luzin. Fanfare. Reanimate 4 and 2. When this follower evolves, destroy 6 other random followers? That's a lot. You might even like imagine it's a full field. Like it doesn't say enemy followers, it's just other followers, so you might be destroying your own. So like this would be like especially useful if you don't have any followers for you, but like the enemy has like a full set of followers on their side of the field. Okay. When this follower super evolves, gain this crest where allied fanfare and enhanced abilities don't activate. Whenever you play a follower to evolve it. Okay, very interesting. And this is forever, there's no countdown. I wonder if this is supposed to be... Well, no, I don't know. I was about to say, I wonder if this was supposed to be some kind of like support for that other, yeah, Abyss card. Abysscraft. I was about to say Bloodcraft. That one Abysscraft where you super evolve it, and then it does like that 20 damage to the face, to the enemy leader. But that, fanfare and enhance ability already seems like a big downgrade, but you always evolve. Yeah, I do wonder how this goes with the Skybound arts, because I imagine that's going to be very powerful. I do wonder what it's like going to be, like what it's going to feel like to lose this fanfare and enhance abilities. That seems like a big, like, you know, a big trade there. Yeah, I'm curious about that to see if that really works well. I'm not even sure. I mean, just because of this, I assume that maybe the Abysscraft cards, they really won't have fanfare and enhance. Or maybe they do, I don't know. But I feel like they might not have a lot of this, since I imagine they want to make it work well with this card here. Hey, that's Sophina, Inspiring Strength. I've always wanted to play this card because I thought she looked very cool, but I never got to play her back in the first game. Fanfare, select the mode to activate. Evolve this follower. Nice. Evolve another random unevolved allied follower with ward. Oh, this is it has ward. And give it one attack and defense. Oh no. Dude, this is another ward card. At the end of your turn, if this follower is evolved, give all other followers on the field -1 attack and defense. Dang, dude. I think this is an instant, like, staple. Because you get a free evolve, but you know, if you don't, even without that, even if you don't want to evolve, like, putting this into Ward Haven, like, already feels kind of powerful with this. Yeah, I think this one is a good one. I think that might be a staple. No Portalcraft, unfortunately, that's my favorite, one of my favorites. Now for the neutral cards, get to know, Eightfold Glory. Discard your hand, select the mode to activate. Draw 8 cards, draw 2 cards, and reduce our cost by 8. Oh. When I see that draw 8 cards, I mean... Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Will this work because it's neutral? Will this work in... Like in that combo that people have been doing with Cocytus and also the Omen guy? Because yeah, that's been a combo. Like you can just draw 8 cards. Just imagine that, like another like way to win the game. I feel like we might be seeing that in play. This one sounds kind of insane. World of Games. Whenever you play another card, if there's a card on the field other than it with the same base cost, advance this amulet's count by 1. Last words, draw 2 cards. It has a countdown of 5. Let me read that again. So whenever you play another card, if there is a card on the field other than it with the same base cost, advance this amulet's count by 1. I'm trying to like formulate that into my head. I don't really understand what that means. So like while this one is on the field, right? When I play another card, if there's a card on the field other than it with the same base cost, advance this amulet's count by 1. So like imagine a 1 cost follower. Okay, so if a 1 cost follower is on the field, but then whenever you play another card, like both the World of Games and a 1 cost follower, or just a 1 cost card in general, like an amulet, then you just reduce the countdown by 1. Okay. It sounds really interesting. I feel like you can maybe get that down really fast if you play like a bunch of 1 cost cards. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. This could be good. I forgot the actual cost, but I assume because I do play the Destruction Portalcraft deck. That amulet that comes with the eggs, right? The Psalms. Is that a 1 cost card? Oh, you know what? You can also use that spell to destroy this, like right away, and draw 2 cards. Uh-oh. Wait. This might be a good card to have in the Destruction Portalcraft deck. Because I do play that, that's my main in this game. Oh snap, this card is for me, man. This one sounds really good. Okay, I'm in it, man. I'm in for this card. Alright. Yeah, I think these 2 cards in general sounds really good. I feel like this especially sounds pretty good if, you know, your hand is so little, and then you just want to play this. Or, you know, if you want, you can reduce the cost instead. I feel like this card, it's way better than I think. I think this card might be very, very good. Because then you play this card, and then you pretty much play, for the most part, 2 free cards. Dang. Okay. I feel like neutral sounds very powerful. Like on its own. I think this one's going to be definitely a staple for Havencraft. Okay. And this one I'm just more curious about, just to see how that plays, but it does sound, you know, kind of powerful with the evolve. I'm just wondering just how much, like, this will, like, hinder yourself. I do think this is also pretty good, too, if you only have, like, if you don't have any cards on your side of the field, but your enemy does, like, a full set. This sounds very powerful too. Oh, you know what? You do reanimate first, so it's also probably going to go for your guys too. Okay. And then we got Runecraft here. I feel like all the cards here kind of feel powerful. I think I can definitely see some craziness with the neutral in Haven as well. I feel like I don't know much about if this will be good when it comes to Swordcraft, but I think the Banish is probably the most powerful one for Swordcraft here. And then, yeah, we got this here, which, you know, I can't, I feel like out of all of them, this might be the weakest one, but it could be wrong. I just can't think of all the other Forestcraft cards I can use with this. I'm just mainly a Portalcraft guy myself. So yeah, definitely like with this world of games, it already sounds like a good thing to add to that deck. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much the cards. Let me go see all the other stuff, like the Frieren collab. So here it is, the Frieren collaboration with Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. If you don't know what this is, with Frieren specifically, it is an anime which I believe got released around maybe 2023 or 2024. I feel like it's been around there. I know it's been around for a while, but yeah. I did watch a bit of this anime, like maybe just the first 2 episodes, but it was like pretty slow for me. I thought it was interesting, but like I felt like it was just I felt like the pacing was so slow for me that I just had to stop and maybe come back to it at some points, which I guess with this collaboration I do want to. You know, that's pretty much what happened to me with Spy Family when they did do the collaboration back then. I did watch Spy Family and it is like one of my instant favorites in my opinion. But yeah, here it is. We got the collaboration. Uh, yeah, we got, I guess, the leaders here, Fern, Frieren, and Stark. I know these two. Like, pretty much Fern was in the first couple of episodes, I think. I'm not sure where Stark comes in, but yeah, Frieren will be Forestcraft, which I feel like is appropriate. Fern, Rune, which also I think is appropriate. Stark, I don't know that much, but I guess he's Dragoncraft. But yeah, I guess once I watch the anime again, I'll understand those characters more. New Year's login bonus. Get a mystery leader for free. Log in and get a mystery leader for 8 days during the event period to get exclusive supplies and card pack tickets. Okay, interesting. And then you can also guess who the next leader will be on X. It'll be revealed on the 27th. Okay. So this part here will be beginning on the 29th to the 27th on January for next year. Okay. I'm kind of curious, man, because so far I have not been able to get those leaders in, you know, those packs. I've like opened up so many packs and not even one leader was pulled for me. Where I feel like back in Shadowverse 1, like I was able to, you know, get leaders every now and then. With this game, just none so far. I feel like they're so rare compared to the first game. And then here are the days, I guess. Okay. You get some tickets from all the card sets. Oh wow. So it's gonna be 5 per card set, it seems. Or at least this one, there's some repeats over here. 5 Legends Rise. Okay. That's the first one, right? Yeah, we're gonna go like in a loop. Then back to Blossoming Fate. So 10 for Blossoming Fate. Okay. And then there's Shadowverse Park. Enter the virtual world of Shadowverse within your own custom avatar. Oh, is this gonna be a Frieren? Yeah, there's Himmel. Or Heimel. Are we gonna enter? Yeah, it looks like is that an arena? Or is there actually gonna be like a world in Shadowverse that is inspired by Frieren? Okay. And there's a Battle Fest 2 coming up. I did miss the Skybound, the Grand Blue Battle Fest. Okay, very interesting, man. And we got some alternate art styles. Yeah, there's the Frieren. That's the card that we saw. Yeah, I don't know, I guess Dragoncraft and Runecraft. I'm gonna guess she's Spell Boost. I didn't really check her. And then all these other cards here too. Okay. Other characters that I don't even know about. Okay, collab dungeon. Dude, I love the collab dungeons, man. I'm so glad they always do this. They're always so fun to do. Yeah, I love that a lot. The collab dungeons. Okay. And then there's the... Oh, is this a trailer? Oh. It's a bit laggy. Maybe I'll play it later on. A deck type quiz coming soon. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. Oh, season 2 is set to broadcast on Japanese TV from January 2026. Oh, is this why they're having this collaboration? Because they're having a new season? I guess that makes sense. You know, with Shadowverse 1, they had a Fate Stay Night collab, but then like later on they had another one because I think the movie was coming out. I think the Heaven's Feel movie, and I think they did another like rerun with new characters and leaders to have. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's the Frieren collab. The last thing I'll look at is the patch notes. Alright, here we go. Version 1.5.0. Hey, a new story. Added to the new story, Galen story. Alright, look out for that. Finally, I can resume the story of this game. I think they skipped out on the previous card set, right? But yeah, new collab websites, which I did look at. A Frieren collab deck giveaway. Oh, nice. Okay, I like that. And then Crystals plus Yudi leader bundle. Oh, is she getting a leader? Yudi, like we can buy her now? Like I think she was there at the beginning, right? In the tutorial. Against Albert. And now there's the battle stage, which I do expect. And there's a park event. Okay. The lobby will be reimagined to celebrate the Frieren. Okay. And feature Himmel statue, or Heimel statue. Is that really it? Just a statue? I thought maybe a whole area. Maybe there will be a whole area with that. New theme lobbies. Okay, interesting. New theme lobbies include deck experimentation, casual chats, new friends, photo shoots, Galen discussion. Like for the story. It's so specific. Hey, a whole lobby dedicated to Galen. Alright? He wants to learn your Kung Fu. Maybe they'll talk about Kung Fu. Beginner's welcome. Yeah, the rest over here, I think it's not really what I'm interested in, just all the way up to the theme lobbies. So yeah, there you have it, man. That is pretty much my reaction to the reveal for this new card set. Seems pretty big. We got the, I guess, some kind of like Empyrean Inn plus the Fortune's Hand combination with this card set. I think that's very interesting. I do wonder if other cards from the Empyrean Inn will make a comeback here. I'm not sure. But yeah, we also got the Frieren collab. I think that's pretty big too. I know with this anime, it was pretty big, like when it first released back then. But yeah, now we're getting a season 2, which is pretty good. And I guess I do need to go and watch this anime for me to understand all the references. I mean, so far, I've only met Frieren and Fern, and then I do recognize that statue of Heimel. But yeah, I guess I'll definitely watch more so I can learn more about like Stark and all the other characters. But yeah, it seems like a pretty big collab. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to look at. I'm sure I did skip on out some things because I just didn't feel like, you know, looking at them. I just want to get through the big main features. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much my reaction so far. Card-wise, I think the Forest one is really the only one I feel like might be the weakest, but I could be wrong. Everything else looked like, you know, it went from like, you know, weak to strong as I keep on going over the cards. But yeah, I do want to see the rest of the cards here. I want to see just how, you know, they play with each other, because I can definitely see some things going on with like the glittering gold. But yeah, there you have it, man. I'll definitely play this game again at some points in the future, like maybe within a few weeks. I do want to finish up on some games first before I make a comeback to this game, and also like especially experience the story of Galen here, which yeah, he wants to learn our Kung Fu or whatever he says. But yeah, it's been a while since I've heard those lines of him. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good